Hi everybody, this is Mohan. I am the lead trainer and assessor with Ultimate Institute of Australia. So, and also I have other responsibilities outside this environment. I'm a deputy chairman with Engineers Australia Victoria branch. So currently we have nearly 12 committee members. So we are all working on immigration related occupations from Engineers Australia. So we recommend to the government about these are the occupations are in demand from the industry. We are the people who are recommending to immigration. Okay, so that is my background briefly, but when it comes to my education, I finished the same qualification long time back, same level of qualification for my PR and skills assessment I got from this same qualification. Okay, I will discuss about what are the occupations under this qualification in a moment, but let me run this screenshots. So what we are going to cover today is qualification prospective, qualification outcome and pathways, entry requirement, selling points for students. This is the internal one, skills assessment, and the units you are going to study as part of this qualification, and Q&A at the end. We can do Q&A. So this is the agenda. And here, this qualification is been here in the market from last 12 years. So that means I was the first graduate who finished this qualification as an international student. Then I did my skills assessment based on this. I applied for my PR based on this. Okay, so this qualification is Advanced Diploma of Telecommunication Network Engineering. Is a specialist qualification focusing on telecommunication network planning and telecommunication project management. First of all, I just want to give brief definition of what is telecommunication. Telecommunication is a combination of IT networking, okay, IT networking and infrastructure. So we wonder how the signals are coming to our telecommunication signals or telephone signals are coming to our mobile. So but that requires so much of infrastructure before to provide these signals or provide proper reception. That infrastructure, who is building that infrastructure? So telecommunication engineers, telecommunication technicians, okay, and telecommunication specialists. So these are the people who are building that infrastructure. So a person who is specialized with this qualification will be telecommunication engineering associate. Okay, so that is the occupational category you will get it. So what is associate? Associates are work with engineers, professional engineers, but associates are also engineers. Under Engineers Australia we have three different categories. Okay, engineering professional engineers, and engineering technologist, and associate engineers or engineering associates. Three different categories. We will look at into that little while. Before that, I'll give you some analysis. What we did market analysis, because we are the providers. We did market analysis, who are offering this course and all these things. So far, Australia is a big market for international students. So we have 22 RTOs. That means colleges are uh, institutions offering this course around Australia. So, but when it comes to UIA, the advantages I will tell you afterwards. We have 22 RTOs, but you will be I will introduce some advantages when you enroll with UIA a little while after. But out of 22, not everybody is teaching to international students. So only 13 out of 22 institutions, RTOs means institutions, delivering these qualifications currently. Okay, so few more people are also going to launch their applications. That is nothing to do with students, but I'm moving to another slide. So the other providers also providing this course, but they have very lengthy duration. I'll talk about that a little while after. So what are the occupation outcomes if somebody is graduating from advanced diploma of telecommunication engineering? So the outcomes are 3 occupations. So in general, if you study any qualification, it may give 1 or 2 occupations, right? So it may give 1 or 2 occupation outcomes, but with this qualification you can get 3 occupations. You can choose any of them. You are eligible to get skills assessment. Okay, for applying for PR you need skills assessment. So to get this, if you get one of these skills assessed after finishing this qualification, you will have less competition in the market, because not many people are studying this qualification. Okay, if you talk about general IT or IT networking or any business qualification, we have a lot of students, especially international students, and we have a lot of organizations, institutions, universities are offering those IT programs, but this program is very limited. Okay, that means very less people are applying for, but demand is very high. Okay, I'll show you that demographics and all little while after. So after finishing that qualification, so you can enroll into bachelor degree if you want to go for further studies in a bachelor of technology in telecommunication engineering, bachelor of engineering, bachelor of IT as well. If you are really interested in IT, you can do IT also in future, but this one has combination of IT and telecommunication skills. This is telecommunication network engineering. Yeah, so you can opt for bachelor of business information systems as well. So if you want to become IT business analyst, you can choose that. So we have a lot of options after that. So in terms of occupational outcomes, in terms of career pathways for further education. Okay, so what is the entry qualification for this one? So from government there is no such entry qualifications. Okay, entry qualifications are nil, so that means you can directly enroll in it. But this is a bit advanced level qualification, advanced diploma. We created some entry requirements. So those entry requirements are like this. So diploma of IT from any Australian recognized institute is fine, but we mentioned UIA because we have students from diploma who are enrolling in advanced diploma. So that's the way, that's the reason we created that pathway. And the diploma from the ICT, that means information and communication technology training package. So what it means is, under this training package we have a lot of other IT specializations. All of them are eligible for this, because basically we need some knowledge and level of maturity requires for this qualification to understand the topics, because the topics here are a bit advanced, which are related to project management and the context and the scenarios we used in our assessment material or real-time assessments. So we are using real-time scenarios and all the things. And also there is another entry requirement you can see here. So certificate for in telecommunication technology or ICT, information and communication technology, with at least 2 years experience. If you have already some background from your country or even here, so you are eligible for this one, but you need to show 2 years full-time experience or equivalent. Okay, this is another pathway. And what if you already finished bachelor's in different qualification, sorry, in IT or any other specializations? So we have different pathways, but we go by case. So that is other one you can discuss, you can consult with Daniel or the office from the office, immigration office, sorry, Daniel's office, sorry. So these are the entry requirements. If you have any questions, you can ask at end of this session. We have Q&A session, so for entry requirements. And apart of that, this particular qualification gives too many pathways for visas. Okay, especially without any hassle, you are eligible for 485 visa. As soon as you finish it, you can launch this visa. Okay, but there is requirement, you need to get skills assessment done. So once you get the skills assessment, you are eligible to apply for graduate work stream visa. So under this 485 visa category, we have two sub streams. So one is graduate work stream and other one is post study work stream. So that is for bachelor's and master's. This one is 18 months visa, so you are eligible for this one right after finishing this qualification, no matter whether you have experience or no experience. So you don't need professional year like other qualifications like bachelor's and master's. So they're required to do professional year, but in order to get skills assessment done. But this one, you don't need skills assessment. You can straight away up. You don't need professional year to get the skills assessment. You can apply straight away with your advanced diploma plus English score. That's it. That is the only requirement. Okay, but if you want to claim experience points, that is different thing. If you want to claim experience points, so if you have experience, by the time you finish it, you cannot claim that experience, because while studying your experience is not counting. But I recommend you to start working. If you are doing part-time jobs, so try to find jobs in telecommunications. We have a lot of requirement because I run my own business. I run my telecommunication company. So I have that business. I'm acting as a director of operations in my business. So we do observe, we do take students, but it depends on their abilities. So that is different story. So here, career opportunities wise, it is giving very good remuneration. So I cannot say something hypothetically, but I saw from my own students, they are earning up to $16,000 per month. $16,000 per month. Okay, so once they finish the qualification, they can start working as telecommunication technician or technologist. So that qualification, that experience, you can claim towards your PR points as well. Okay, so and also if somebody is working in IT, so are they eligible to claim the experience? Yes, as long as you are working in IT networking, so you are eligible to claim experience for telecommunication engineering. Okay, so that is the beauty of this qualification. You can work in IT, or else you can work in telecommunication, where people are building infrastructures or even providing telecommunication connections. If a company is working as an internet service provider, you can work with them, so you can still claim experience. Okay, so yeah, so that is the you will this is not a trade qualification, this is associate level qualification, which gives you telecommunication technical specialist related occupations. So that doesn't require a bachelor degree. With your advanced diploma, you can claim that experience. Okay, so moving forward, so these are the occupations. You can apply for telecommunications technical officer or technologist, telecommunications field engineer, telecommunications network planner. Okay, these three occupations are there and under this telecommunication technical specialist. So this one, each one has its own job responsibilities, but you can claim experience. If you are working as a field engineer, still you can claim experience towards technical officer or network planner, because that has similar job roles but slightly different. If somebody is going to the field, they can claim as telecommunication field engineer. If somebody is working on desk, okay, and planning and designing on computer, so then they can claim telecommunication network planner. And the technologist is combination of everything. So normally people are getting this qualification, but if you mention that when you are applying for skills assessment, if you mention this, I need this particular occupation, then they will give it. Okay, but you need to write your CV accordingly. Okay, then they'll check your roles and responsibilities. That's the reason. So when it comes to visa, as I said, each of these occupations are eligible for all type of visa subclasses. Why I said all type of subclasses? Because it is eligible for employer nomination scheme visa, for example. It is eligible for the graduates are eligible for skills independent visa, which is general, normally points based. You need to get certain points. And also these two are point based, right? These two. And you are eligible for training visa and temporary graduate visa. You will be eligible for this right after your graduation, so no need of any work experience. And if you have any family members, you can. So I think Daniel will can help with this one, that he is expert in it. So moving forward, so same with the other occupations, network planner, so and also technical officer, a technologist. So moving forward, so yeah, so if you need more information, you can check under the we can forward this link after this session, so you can check under this what are the requirements. But then basically the requirements for applying this 485 visa, that is graduate visa, temporary graduate visa, is your skills assessment outcome, your advanced diploma certificate with transcript plus your English score. So that gives eligibility to apply for this visa. So what is the pay scale? Without benefits, nobody like to do the course, or nobody like to pursue the career, right? So benefits, what are the benefits in terms of financials? If you are starting as a telecommunication technologist, your pay starts from average 27, that is average pay. But as I said, my own students, while they were studying, while they were working as a part-time employee, they made up to $16,000 per month. So that is the potential. So you can work as a telecommunication technologist right when you enroll in the course, but you need to do some other certifications behalf of that. That will not take much time. That may take altogether 2 weeks of time. I can assist you with all these requirements. Okay, so but it is very interesting. So if you are going to the market as a telecommunication technician with all these certifications, so you will be getting paid very well. So that is annual salary under telecommunication field engineer. But if you claim experience 1 or 2 years, you will easily reach 100k. Okay, so they mentioned here, see, so 121k. So this is from another website. So we got different demographics, so that is also 100k highest. So as a minimum, if somebody has no experience, just starting, they can get that much. Okay, so that is the minimum one. But this has higher chances of getting that much pay. Okay, so once you finish the qualification, if you don't want to pursue bachelor's, yeah, okay, if you don't want to pursue bachelor's, if you have no plans to study further, but still you can develop your career by registering under National Engineers Register. Okay, National Engineers Register is mandatory in Victoria for certain occupations under especially engineering occupations, like civil, electrical, structural. So these guys are required to register in Engineers Register, so or else National Engineering Register. Okay, so I'll show you. This is my certificate. I renew every year. So this is my National Engineers Register. So this allows me to work in various fields. So not only telecommunications, you can see information, telecommunications, electronics engineering. So this qualification, if you finish this particular qualification, you are eligible for 3 fields. That means information is information technology, telecommunications engineering, and also electronics engineering. You are eligible for 3 different specializations. Okay, so what is the benefit of registering with the NER, National Engineering Register? So you will be listed in their engineers register. It is available for any employer. If they wish to hire somebody, they can look at and they can hire you. Okay, so but you need to in order to renew this one every year, you need to finish some professional development. That means, for example, now you are attending this session. Likewise, you need to attend some technical sessions, okay, webinars, seminars, short courses, all these things you need to attend. So that is the only requirement. So if you attend 3 sessions in a year, that is more than enough. Okay, 3 sessions, like half day, 15 hours to 20 hours. So that's fine. Okay. So, and also if you are talking with your employer and making a note how much time you spent to talk with your employer or any specialist, then you can make time and prepare a log. You consulted your specialist for that much time. That is also okay if you don't have time to watch webinar or participate in seminars or conferences. Okay, that is afterwards, but to this is once you enter into the career. Okay, but that keeps you in very high level position. So, and also you are eligible for you are eligible for participating in Engineers Australia elections. So currently I am a deputy chairman, so I got elected through those elections. Okay, so you have chances. So why we need to take that kind of chances? Because you can increase your network, you can increase your employment potential, employment opportunities on all the things. Okay, so moving forward, and that is one and the same. So that is after finishing that qualification, you are eligible to become member of Engineers Australia. Okay, member of Engineers Australia, you will get a title called associate member in Institute of Engineers Australia. Okay, you can put that next to your name like post nominal. So, and also you are eligible for chartered engineering, a chartered engineering certification. So that is very high level certification internationally. You don't need to prove that. If you are moving to UK, for example, you don't need to register your qualifications there if you become chartered engineer. Okay, so with this advanced diploma of telecommunication engineering, you will get all these credentials, but you need to apply for this one. Okay, in order to apply for, you need to attend interviews, which requires in addition to your advanced diploma. So that is different, but you have higher potential. So normally this level of qualification, if you are applying for skills assessment, you need 2 years advanced diploma. But at UIA, Ultimate Institute of Australia, you can finish in 1 year because we created pathways. Other institutions, they don't have pathways. They require to do their qualification duration is much longer, that is 2 years. But we created pathways. So that is our justification. We got approval based on the pathways. Okay, so this requires six each in IELTS or PTE or any equivalent test. To get skills assessment, we need English score. Okay, so what are the core units and elective units we are going to study in this unit? So most of them, as I said, it is related to advanced level units, because these are related to project management and architecture design and very expert level units we have. So the way we design these qualifications, we use real-time scenarios. So when you are doing this, when you are studying these units, you will experience some real-time projects because the scenarios are from the real world. Okay, so the first one is related to project management plan, where and the names you can see, and second one is integrate sustainability in ICT planning and design. For example, virtual computing, we know virtual computing, even now we are having virtual meeting, Zoom meeting. So likewise, virtual computing, which doesn't require a physical devices, which doesn't require a server. If somebody has IT background, you understand better. So virtual devices is based on cloud. Okay, if you want server, you don't need a big computer in front of you. You can just subscribe from a vendor or service provider, in order to in order to use the server system. Okay, so that is, these concepts are related to integrate sustainability in ICT planning and design. Next one is produce an ICT network architecture design. It is slightly same, but when you are facilitating or establishing or installing big networks, we need to have very good architecture design. Otherwise, it looks clumsy. We see some wires are mixed up, and people will struggle to find out which cable is connected to which device. So we often experience these things even at home. If you have multiple devices sitting together, so we need architecture to design to install good to install good networks. Okay, so next one is prepare a detailed design brief. So this is related to, again, project management, and we have some safety as well. So in Australia, we have too many companies working for in telecommunication projects, but still people are suffering because uh, the demand is high and people are less. Okay, and also people who don't have uh, proper awareness on, say, work health and safety. So they are losing their licenses. So for that reason, we included this unit, that is ensure a safe workplace. Okay, because that is the very important knowledge, that is very essential knowledge when it comes to legislation. So we included that unit here. And also, when you finish this qualification, you can start working as a freelancer or individual contractor as well. Okay, you can pursue career towards taking contracts or doing your own business. So we at that stage, you need some managerial or leadership skills. We included that unit, and the remaining units are related to IT/telecommunication networking, a bit advanced networking topics. So now, if anybody has any questions, we created some questions. We are expecting some questions. These are frequently asked questions from our past students. We got these ones and we prepared these question answers. So here, how do we justify 2 years criteria? So if Engineers Australia is asking us to bring 2 years qualification in order to get our skills assessed, how do we justify? Because our qualification is 1 year, right? So we have a pathway. We created a pathway. We are not enrolling somebody who don't have previous qualification. We are enrolling students who has previous qualifications in IT, okay, or telecommunication engineering. So that is the justification. Okay, and also, yeah, I'm a mentor as well. I'm an industry mentor. I got awards from RMIT University for my mentorship and all. So as part of my mentorship, uh, I do provide some help for my past students. So this is my one of my past students. So I work in the other colleges as well. So this student finished the same qualification, that is the transcript. So you can see similar units here: work health and safety, ensure a safe workplace, and most of the units are similar. So I applied for my past student uh, skills assessment. She got skills assessment outcome positive, competent. See, so she got telecommunication technical officer or technologist. That is under occupational category of engineering associate. Okay, so she got last year around this time in May, so 1 year back exactly. So that is one. And other positive outcome, this is also my student. I applied for skills assessment for him. So he got he is my past student as well. So he got skill assessment outcome for planner. This is another occupation, telecommunication network planner. Previous one is telecommunication technical officer. This guy got telecommunication network planner. So you can apply for field engineer also. Okay, so it depends on how you write your CV. Okay, so I will assist with you. I will assist you with all these things if you are happy to go with me, or else Daniel is also there. He can help. So does students must complete UIA diploma or previous IT qualifications? So we created a pathway for with UIA diploma of IT, but if you finish any IT related qualification in other institutions, even from your home country, you can bring your transcripts. I can do pre-assessment and give you some suggestions whether you can enroll directly into advanced diploma or you need diploma to finish, diploma to enroll into advanced diploma. You can have a package in this case. Okay, it depends on your situation and your previous studies. So if it is acceptable to transfer from another provider, which qualification would be eligible to apply skills assessment after completion? So I created two cases for this question. So if a student enrolled in the same program with other provider or like to transfer to us, we need to check his previous qualifications as well as the number of units he or she completed or competent, okay, from that qualification, because sometimes you may have credits. If you finish any other qualification, we can give credits that match if that matches. Okay, so or else if you have any advanced any diploma level qualification in ICT, you are eligible to enroll into this program straight away. So next question, if the student has not completed any IT course, okay, fresh high school graduate, uh, or completed different course in Australia or overseas, is the student unable to apply the course with us? So no, you can enroll in certificate 4 or plus diploma plus advanced diploma 3 together. It will be approximately 3 years. Or else you can choose directly if you have good understanding on IT. These days everybody knows some technical terms. What are mobile applications? Okay, what is server? What is these things? If you have a little bit awareness, then you can directly enroll into diploma of IT and advanced diploma of telecom. In this case, it is 2 years approximately. Okay, and this is another pathway. If you wish to go for graduate diploma of management learning, that is postgraduate qualification, it takes another year, so that is altogether 3 years. Okay, what is the English level or English proficiency required for this one? We are following this guidelines from education department and regulatory authorities. So the minimum English score is 5.5 or equivalent if it is PTE.